we have news coming out now where 50 Cent has basically confirmed something I said um, a few months ago when I had did my video on Diddy when the news about the lawsuits came out. And a lot of people basically agreed because they know what's going on, um, about the liquor company. But even before the liquor company, I'm gonna get in deep into why later on I'm gonna drop probably this weekend. I'll drop it about a video about what pissed the industry off and the higher ups about what Diddy was doing and why everything's starting to come out now. But 50 Cent had basically told a big, huge part of why. It's not the main reason, but that's when the industry realized, oh, Diddy ain't just talking. This dude he trying to check us. So when and this all allegedly, when the liquor company was putting out the liquor, there was rumors that they weren't putting down enough to actually make more supply for Diddy, and his crop wasn't as big as other companies was that the company was distributing for him. And he felt like, okay, what's the problem? Do I need to go down there? And I think that they was growing it in Mexico, and he went down and checked, and he was like, why mine isn't like this? Or why am I being discriminated against? And do I need to check these people and figure out what's going on? That's when a lot of different things started to come out. And 50 Cent just alluded to that problem recently, saying that when Diddy started a lot of people thought he owned Ciroc, which I did not, because like I've said before, a lot of these guys, what people will say, well, he's a billionaire, he owns a move, this guy owns this, he owns that. He has this headphone company, or he has this drink line, or he has this shoe company. A lot of these guys, when this is all done with, because a lot of people are already looking at Jay-Z, wow, when this is done with, it's not going to be a lot of billionaires in hip-hop no more like it was. Because I've been trying to say, these guys really don't own that money like that. That's not their money. That's an investment. Somebody is invested in them. They are an investment. They don't have any ownership. That's the thing. That's the part of the game. The ownership has to be, and if you do have ownership, they're going to put you in a position where you ain't going to own nothing after they done with you. But what 50 Cent was alluding to was the liquor companies did not like the things that Diddy was trying to do a discrimination lawsuit against them. They put him in line. Like, who are you? We the ones who put you on. You don't own your company. We own the company. You just a spokesperson. You just a face. So what? So when people sit up here and be like, man, the Kardashians, they sold $1 billion this, $1 billion. They are face, just like Diddy is. You think the Kardashians put in more work than what Diddy has? They basically doing the same thing he doing. I'm talking about as far as the promoting the companies and running the business, as far as people will say. But those businesses gonna run with or without him around. If they keep selling Ciroc, they're not gonna need Diddy around. He already did the job. Most people won't even realize that he's not even owning Ciroc no more. These people in Spain and other countries, they don't know about all that, the details. They don't really care. They see him as the face. A lot of people say, well, I'm just not going to drink Ciroc no more. He doesn't own it. And that's what 50 Cent was trying to say. Like, yeah, he's making probably $60 million a year off of it with the deal he got. And he would know better than anybody. And I'm telling you, he's saying himself, that's one of the main reasons why they are after him right now. And let's believe best believe he did some things behind the scene, but right now that don't really matter. What matters is everything they got on him. They're not going to include themselves in these lawsuits. The celebrities or evidence they do have, that's why when they had that house raid, they could have easily said, hey, take this tape away, take this away, take that away. Okay, he got photos of this. Okay, burn that. Okay, they got so-and-so in there. Take that out. We don't want him included in this. So they already can protect who they want to. And Diddy hasn't said a word. People say he gonna tell. He can tell. He can say that Santa Claus or whatever came and helped him. But what evidence can he prove? The evidence has already been snatched. It's already been grabbed. Diddy can't go out of, he's not on bail, so he can't walk to his house and say, well, I hear something right here, let me grab it. He don't even have enough trustworthy people around right now, and the people who do he trusts, they're not going to be able to help him. So at this point right now, 50 Cent is letting it be known that the industry knows what's up, and they know that Diddy was trying to correct them on some things or go after them in a lawsuit, and he felt like he was being done wrong. His power wasn't as big as he thought he was. Up until this point recently, he's never been, before the Cassie lawsuit, he had never been tested in the media. Everything that he's done, they let it slide. Even when he's double-crossed people, done bad business deals, been accused of everything on radio stations by Jadakiss and all other people, even though every rapper around him has been in jail or dead or went to a church to be a pastor, nobody really questioned all of this. They're like, well, Diddy is still a billionaire. He still got some rock. G-Dep went to jail. Shyne went to jail. Loon went to jail. Mace went to church. Craig Mack went to church. Then recently died. Black Rob couldn't get nothing done. So it's a lot of things. A lot of guys been going to jail, ended up broke. All this stuff. So he really has nothing to lean on right now. But that liquor company situation, he definitely thought, that's when I knew then. I said it. I should have put a video out when it first happened, but he said, yeah, man, I don't know why they not trying to grow my stuff like everybody else's. It's lowering my supply. I can't really do the numbers I'm like everybody else is doing because they're not sending out more than what these other people are, or the same amount. And 50 know it. And the fact that 50 kept it real about that, yeah, he get kudos for that. He kept it real about that situation. Even though technically I don't think he's supposed to be saying something about that either. But like 50 Cent said though, it's a lot of brands out here, companies. They're not finna let somebody like Diddy put a come into their industry, what they've been doing for 50 plus years, and come in there and put a discrimination law on them and try to slow them down. They're like, who does he think he is? We've been doing this. We've been running this for a while now. And he's trying to slow us down? Oh, okay. We'll see. And that's what they're doing. They trying to figure out now. They're like, okay, we'll see. He thinks he can slow us down? He'll find out very soon. And now he's starting to find out. Man, I can't get away with this. I can't do this. You know, these people ain't playing. No, they're not playing. And they know everything you've been doing. They've been to your parties and who knows what kind of secrets people know about Diddy that they've already got in contact with. These people who he was trying to sue in a discrimination lawsuit, I think that discrimination lawsuit has now been pulled. But it's too late now. They already know, okay, this dude, he's a turncoat. And to them, he looks like a sellout. We done brought you into the circle, and now you done turned on us. So you look like a sellout now. To them, in their eyes. But then you have Shyne come out recently, which we already know about Shyne's situation with Diddy. And that's why people were surprised that G-Dep had ran into Diddy recently and was kind of friendly with him, or just, I guess he was a mature, this guy's an older man now, so he was just mature about the situation, like, yeah, what's up, okay, yeah. But I don't know what the ins and outs is, but I was looking at it like, man, Diddy better throw him some money. I had a feeling Diddy was going to get locked up soon, to be honest with you. Just because I've seen the pictures of him walking around the streets and in public, and I'm like, bro, ain't no way you finna be walking around for a long period of time in these streets around amongst the people with all these lawsuits. Ain't no word coming out as far as what you're gonna do next in your career and how you gonna bounce back from this situation. I'm like, oh yeah, he finna go to jail. And then Shyne came out recently and said something. Come on now. And this dude was in jail how long for that Diddy situation? And when that Diddy situation went down, it was a lot of different things. Who knows? They probably tried to take Diddy out that night. They probably tried to take him out that night. And instead of you saying, man, I'm going to do anything I can for this guy who helped me and possibly saved my life, oh, I'm going to go to court and tell on him. Then I'm going to go back to the same people who possibly tried to set me up. Then Diddy probably say, nah, they ain't trying to set me up. Well, who's setting you up now? It look like them same people that try to get you in the club, they getting you now. They say, you know what, we're just going to let him throw these parties, talking about how good his parties is, and let him do whatever he want, break all these crimes. And by the time he find out that we own to him, it's going to be too late. That's why you see a lot of guys like, man, I ain't even trying to be around Diddy no more. Loon, Shyne, these guys, and a lot of guys that turned Muslim and Christian and went to the church, went to jail. Guys working for the government now, like Shyne, working in Belize. So a lot of different things is changing right now. It definitely is. But Shyne coming out and just talking about how Diddy went to court on him and told on him after trying to save him and help him. We knew about that back then. We didn't even get to see Shyne that much because he was on the radio a little bit, and we didn't really get to see him that much. But as soon as Shyne had that incident, it was like, man, Diddy didn't know who he was no more. Like, man, I don't need to deal with that guy. And I was a kid back then, and I realized, man, Diddy a snake, man. If you save this guy's life, he gonna turn his back on you. That's one thing that stood out to me always. I said, man, this dude saved this man's life, and he turned his back on him. I'm like, this dude really turned his back on Shyne. And he did. If you look at everything he did up until this point, he turned his back on everybody. Diddy hasn't really been concerned about too many people that he knows or that he's done business with. He don't go to these guys' funeral or look out for their parents or anything else. He doesn't do anything for these people. So with Shyne, even though he's not really spilling all the beans, and these guys don't even go out and these guys do tell-all books, but they don't really tell everything. They're not really out here trying to break the code, whatever code they got. Now, as far as the stuff that Diddy was into, I don't think they was around that. Because by the time he got that type of money and he was doing those type of parties, they wasn't around. I ain't never seen Diddy show up to one of those parties with a lot of guys on his record label. So I ain't even got to think about none of that. A lot of those guys are the people who he want to be around right now. He still wanted to be around. And then he's been around so many snakes in the industry that even if he got released from jail today, he wouldn't even know who set him up. Because the people he's been around, he's been uncomfortable around people that's not really comfortable around him or don't want to be around him unless he's at a certain status. He want to be at that cool kids table, and it's kind of showing up now. It's really exposing a lot of different things. Diddy better show up and start trying to explain anything when he get in the courtroom that he's seen, because up until this point, his mouth has been shut. His mouth has been shut. That's why Shyne's saying now, man, that dude been told on me. We know that already. Trust me, a lot of people have been putting that information out for years, and the media has ignored it. And the media has told you how good Diddy was and how much of a philanthropist, and they've been giving him Lifetime Achievement Awards recently, Bad Boy reunions, and doing this, trying to clean up his image. They just had him perform an award show with his son recently. So the industry still been loving on Diddy, even though the public and the fans been like, man, this dude doing too much. Y'all letting him reign too free now. But now people want to hold him to a standard. They gonna find out very soon, man. A lot of these things. Then he got his kids involved. He got his daughters in the modeling industry with these same people that was comfortable with what he was doing. Same people. We got his daughters in the industry, sons in the industry. His baby mom don't like it. None of his baby moms really liked None of the stuff he was doing, especially with the kids and everything, having them in the industry and having them have jobs. You a billionaire. You got your kids working for other billionaires and millionaires or modeling jobs and stuff. You got your own clothing company. Have your kids run that company and model for you or your company. Oh, but you ain't trying to be like Dame Dash though, huh? That's another story for another day though. That's all I got. Like and subscribe.